Hello there. Welcome back. Sorry. Hello there. Welcome back to Grandma Ray Don't Play. And I'm Rachel. Had something in my throat, I guess. Okay. Alright. So I want to show you how to carve a pineapple. How to take the peeling off of an orange. And we're going to set it up on a tray, so that you could bring that to your table, and it will hopefully get the kids excited to eat it, okay? Because the pineapple will build up your immune system. It also helps fight off cancer. Did you know that? Yes, it'll help fight off cancer. And then we're going to add the oranges and the grapefruit, all to help the immune system. The orange and the grapefruit has the vitamin C, and the pineapple help boost the immune system. And we're gonna just do this all so that we can keep healthy for the sickness that's going on nationwide. Okay, let's do it. You're gonna be very, very surprised how the tray is gonna end up looking once I show you how to carve the pineapple. So let's get started. Yes, thumbs up if you like it. Share the video. Subscribe. Thanks. Okay, guys. So here's our pineapple. It's a pretty big one. Okay. Now when you buy a pineapple, I always get asked the question, how do you know if it's ripe? Well, when you pull it, one of these leaves out the middle, if it comes out very easy, then it's ripe. So let me see. That's pretty easy. I didn't really have to struggle too much to take that out. Now, when you buy it, it may not come out as easy as you want. So you bring it home. This has been sitting on my counter for about 3 days. And as you can see, the tips start getting brown. Okay? That's how you know it's ripening more and more every day. And so you don't want any soft spots, because if you get some soft spots, then it's a little too ripe. So you want to catch it and cut it open before it gets too ripe. Okay, so this is a good sign. And when you can pull out a leaf easy, that's a good sign. Okay, and the brown leaves. Alright, okay, so I'm going to show you how to carve this, right? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I have my new knife that I bought at Sam's. I did a video on this. You could check out the video. I'm going to see how good it is right now. So you're going to cut off about, I'd say, a ½ inch from the top. You see? Okay, and that went through pretty good. So that knife is really sharp. Okay, so this, we're going to save this. This is our decorations. That's going to go right into the middle of our plate. How about that, huh? You like that so far? Okay. Alright. So let you see the middle. See? It's not dark brown or nothing. It's just right. So now you know how to pick a pineapple and how long to let it sit on your counter to ripen up. Okay, so now we're going to cut off the bottom. Same thing, about a ½ inch. So this is the bottom. You're not going to do anything with the bottom unless you can figure out what you're going to do with it. I haven't figured that out yet. So I don't usually do anything with the bottom. Okay, so here's the bottom. Let me show you that. Okay, so here's our core right in the middle. Okay, and what we want to do is cut that core out. So the first thing I want to do is I want to wipe the counter, because the little brown part that was on the sides of it fell off when I cut it, and so I don't want that on my pineapple. Okay, so I have it here, right? And you're going to cut right down. You're cutting as close as you can to the outer part, but not too. You want to make sure when you cut it that you cut as much as these brown spots off of here as you can. So if you go in too close to the edge, you'll end up with a bunch of brown spots, and you don't want to eat those brown spots. Those are not something that you should eat. Okay, so now I'm going to go over here. I'm going to cut where I left off. And if you see any of these little brown spots, you want to cut that out, okay? And so you keep working your way around. Sometimes you might see a brown spot on the top. Just take that out. So you can see how much I cut off. Here's my end, right? And so I went this deep. See that? That's about that part of your finger. Okay? Okay. So we're going to keep going around. Any brown spots, you're going to go over it and get those out. I see a couple of brown spots here. So I'm just cutting the brown spots that I see right out. And sometimes you got to take the end of the knife and get it out. Anything look like brown hairy stuff, you want to cut that out. Okay, now you want to turn it on the bottom and make sure you have no brown spots. I see a couple here. I'm just going to pop those right out. So that's what we're looking like, guys. See? Pretty clean, right? Okay, so I'm going to clean this up and then we'll continue. Give me a second. Okay, guys. So I cleaned the area up, I wiped it off with a paper towel, so we're going to continue on. So now the core is in the middle. That's what I have to deal with next. So I'm just going to cut right down the middle, holding it. Then I'm going to turn it, still holding it together, and I'm going to cut this way. So you're going to do 2 cuts ending up with 4 pieces. So this is what it looks like when you cut it into 4 pieces. And this is our core that we're going to take out right here. This is very hard. Okay, you want to cut that out. So make sure your end is flat when you sit it down. And you're going to come right down. You're going in pretty thick because you don't want the core. This is hard. You don't want to bite into that. Okay? So you're going to do that to all 4 pieces. You see a piece of brown here. I'm going to take that off. I don't like that. Same thing again. I'm going to stand it up. Going right down the middle. Well, not the middle. Towards the edge. Just where you see the core stops. You can see where it's hard at and where it's soft at. You want to stop where it's soft at. Okay? Okay, we did 3 so far. Oops. I don't do anything with the core. Some people do. Okay. So we have them all. Now we can just slice it up because it's now ready to slice up. So I'm going to slice each one about maybe a 1/2 inch. About like that. Okay, now we're just going to place them, and you can slice, you can dice them. You don't have to have it like this. You can do it any kind of way you want. So let's say you wanted to dice them, right, like you have when you see them in a can. So you're just going to hit that once, twice. Now you have cubes. See? And you can just put them on there. Let me show you that. How about that, huh? It's looking good so far, right? Okay. So you do the same process. So I cut it into 3 pieces. Now we're going to cube it. I'm going to add this on. Oops. Look at that. Huh? Okay. So that's all I'm going to put on that tray for the pineapples because I want to add some oranges and the grapefruit on there. So the other 2 pieces I'm going to save, and I'm going to cook with that later. Not in this setting, in another setting, okay? Okay, let me wash my hands. And I'm going to wipe the counter down, and I'll come back to you. And we're going to start on the oranges. Okay, so now we're going to cut up our grapefruit. Okay? Just going to cut off each end. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the grapefruit in half. I cut it in half. Try to get the seeds if you see them, if you can. And now I'm just going to put it into slices. Actually, I want to cut it in half again first because I want smaller slices. And then I'll hold it to see, so I have 2 halves like this, okay? I'm going to put it together, and I'm going to hold it together, and I'm going to cut the slices. Okay. Same thing. I'm gonna yeah. Cut it in half. Wanted to make sure I was doing the same thing. Okay, so now we have small slices like this. And we're just going to put that on our plate. So I'm going to bring the plate here so you can see me. Okay, so now I'm going to take the grapefruit and I'm going to lean it right up against the base of that pineapple in the center. And then we'll start another roll. Now I'm going to turn it around. So wait, I want to show you that. So you see what I did? I got them all the grapefruits going this way, right? Now, going right down the center. You know, you pay a lot of money in a store for fruit arrangements when you can just do this. So that's why I'm showing you, so you'll know how to do this. You no longer need to get that money, because you're a pro now. Okay. Okay, I think that's good for the grapefruit. Let me let you see that. How about that, huh? You liking it so far? Okay, so now we gotta do the orange. So we're gonna cut off the ends. I was going to show you how to peel the orange, but I'm not. I'm going to leave the peeling on just so that it's uniform with the grapefruit, okay? Okay, so as you can see, I cut the ends off, then I cut it in half once, okay? Alright, and doing the same thing as we did with the grapefruit. Cut it right in the middle again. Now we're going to do our slices. Cut it in half once. Now we're going to do our slices. Okay. Let me get something to put that orange on. Okay, and let's bring our tray right here. And now let's line the oranges up just like we did the grapefruit. Okay. I'm going to start at the base. The base of the pineapple, leaning the orange right up against that base, and if you have to move something, move it. Oh, it's looking so pretty, guys. So pretty. Look at that, guys. Wow. How about that, huh? Another view. See that? Now everybody you can put that on the table right before you serve dinner, and everybody can help build up their immune system. It looks great. You can get your vitamin C that way, and also it's a filler. So, you know, that way they'll get full on some good fruit. Okay, how about that, huh? Okay. So let me wash my hands. I'll give you the word of the day, and I'll take a taste, okay? Thank you.